Okay, so this is a reading for myself actually, because I wanted to do mine first so that my energy wouldn't be influencing other readings. But it really can work for anyone that has an ascendant in Libra. So, which is mine. I have ascendant in Libra. So the way that I was I'm just experimenting here. But first of all, just FYI, I don't read by channeling spirits or talking to guides or anything like that. I don't know how to do anything like that. So I am an intuitive, and I'm also clairsentient somewhat, but I'm not super good at that skill either. But I am reaching into like intuitively what the astrology says. So I'm really going by the astrology here to guide the cards. And really anybody listening to this message would have to rely on their own higher self or their own intuition to see if that resonates with them or not, and or to see maybe like there could be a slightly different interpretation that does resonate with them. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. It works for me because, I know what my higher self is telling me already. So, it's pretty easy for me to see what the cards mean when it comes to, my personal stuff. All right. So just in general, astrologically speaking, we are approaching into the new year. So the new year in astrology actually happens on March 21st. And this is a super significant new year because we're moving into the age of Aquarius, for one. Also, we have this super awesome transit that's been happening with Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces particularly. So what that's going to look like, what it's going to feel like intuitively is like, it's like the universe is showing you from the past what you absolutely don't want in your life anymore. And then we're going through a space right now where we're just kind of holding space, and then you're going to be directed into what you do want. So specifically, and that can have to do with your life purpose and your destiny, but not necessarily. It kind of depends on your chart. So, so for me personally, it does kind of have to do with my life and destiny. And so I'm going to read it like that. I'm a life path 11. So that's the life path of the wounded healer. And some of this stuff very much, I also have a spiritual life path of Sagittarius North Node. So some of this stuff is very much pushing me onto a more spiritual destiny, which I'll explain in a minute. But anyway, so not all Libra ascendants also are a life path 11 and a Sagittarius North Node. So it could have to do with your destiny, but it also, maybe doesn't. But it will certainly affect your life for the next year or so in as far as what you do want or what you don't want in your life. So specifically, the energy that we've been in has involved a lot of rough energy for the past year or two. We've had a lot of planets in retrograde, and we have not seen that many planets in retrograde since like the bubonic plague. So like collectively, everyone's been going through a shitstorm. So it's not just you. It's just like everybody's been in a real bad place. Specifically for you, it's been affecting your fifth house. So your fifth house is your house of kind of like new projects, creative endeavors. I call it the creative endeavors. I call it the house of fun and joy. So it's like, where is your joy and your fun in life? It's pleasure, it's sex. Oh God, I don't want to answer that. Not like not like romantic sex, but just, like kind of like one night stand sex, I guess. It's passions. Okay. That's your fifth house. So, it's been affecting you. So you've been having a hard time in this house, actually. And this is going to change though. So it started changing for you this month. So in March is when it starts to change, or around, give or take. Whenever I say it starts in March, it's like give or take, a couple weeks. But all the planets just went direct in March. So now you're suddenly going to have a lot of speed and favor in this house that you didn't have prior. The other thing that it's going to be affecting you is your sixth house. And your sixth house is going to be, that's your house of health and wellness. And again, you had some trouble in this area, but starting this month, you have a triple manifestation in this house, which is a super good omen. Okay, on top of that, I'm also a Pisces with a lot of Aquarius planets placements. So this is going to be a super good omen for me. It's really going to, so your sixth house is, and it's going to show here too, your sixth house is really going to accelerate quite a bit. What's activating this weekend is the full moon in Virgo. It's a very powerful full moon because it's going to be our fifth full moon over 20 degrees of this year, and it is the last full moon of the astrological year. So what full moons do is they're like little stepping stones. Okay, so like in this particular area, it's like you have a tree and you're on this one tree branch, and you're going to move to a completely different tree branch in this area by 2 years from now. But you have little stepping stones along the way. You don't just jump tree branches. So full moons are kind of like baby steps that kind of push you in a direction. So the full moon is activating your 12th house, which is going to be the house of the psyche and the subconscious and all those wounds and triggers from childhood and that kind of stuff. So that's fun. You have that to look forward to. All right. So I pulled the cards, and let me pull the cards in kind of a weird way. So I did them all three houses. So, okay, I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing here. All right, so right here, this is either where it was in the past, for the past year where you've been, or also where it is presently right now. Okay, so I pulled it on, this is the fifth house energy, the sixth house energy, the 12th house. All right, so where is it affecting you in your joy, your fun and happiness? Okay. So in your fun and happiness, you've been kind of needing encouragement here. Okay, it's been kind of stale and it hasn't been doing super awesome. You've had some obstacles that you've had to work on here. I think everybody's probably going to be kind of negative on the first one because we have come through a very difficult year. But you've had a lot of stagnation in this area, and it's just showing that you need to keep your head up and you need some encouragement. Okay. In your health and wellness, so in your health and wellness, you have the devil, okay? So this is specifically addiction. So you've been dealing with addiction, food addiction, alcohol addiction, any kind of addiction that is a bad habit that's keeping you in a lower frequency, that's the devil energy. Okay, in your subconscious or your unconscious, let's see where you are on that. Oh, okay. So you have been hitting hard times that have been hitting a lot of triggers for you, which is making you very critical of other people, judgy and critical of other people. Okay, so that's where you're at in your current energy. So now let's look at what's either helping you or hurting you in each of these areas, okay? Well, I think this is super encouraging, okay? So you have an opportunity here, and the way out of this like kind of stagnant energy that is in your, having fun is maybe, this is specifically to find a teacher in some area that you're passionate about. Okay. So the fifth house has a lot to do with our passions and our hobbies. So maybe like a hobby, that you want to learn about, and find somebody to teach you, or find an online class, or find a group of people that are all, playing kickball. It's something like that, so it's going out of yourself and seeking an outside resource, okay? For your health and your wellness, all right, to get out of this addiction energy, you need to give back to others, okay? And this kind of goes along with it. So you could give back to others in this class that you're in, for example, or if you're playing on a kickball team or whatever, you can give back to your teammates that way. Take a leadership role in that. For your unconscious or your triggers and like being overly critical of people, and this energy isn't as pervasive. So we're going to kind of go through the timeline as well, but some of these energies are more pervasive. But just remember that you do have a happy, awesome life, and you have a lot going for you, and so, if somebody is really triggering you, or, maybe the person deserved your criticism, but just hold back and realize, you know what? I have a lot of things going for me. I do not need to take this personally. I'm just going to chill on that. Okay. So this is the time frame that's happening. This is a present time frame. Okay. What's coming up quickly into your awareness. Okay. So this is, within the next month or so. Okay. In your happiness or your joy and fun house, you're completing a cycle completely. Okay. So what I would interpret this as is you're actually redefining how you see what you see as fun, period. Because especially with this devil here, and I know, like, for me personally, I define fun a lot as drinking alcohol. And, this is here. And I just spent my birthday week just, drinking nonstop with people. So, yeah, I get this. Like, this makes a lot of sense to me. You're done with that definition of fun, and you're not going to do that anymore. That's where I was saying about this energy, the energy that we are moving into. It is very much a, you know what? Fuck that. It's like a fuck that, fuck yes. There's a lot that you're just going to be like, no, fuck that. I don't want to do that anymore at all. And it's that energy. Don't ever want to do that again type of energy. Okay. So you're getting that. You're getting a completion of the cycle. Now, this is being either helped or hindered by this, which is interesting. So this is like material and financial changes and loss. So you may experience some loss that contributes to you saying fuck that in the end or here in the near future. Or it could just be like, you know what? I don't want to spend my fun time frivolously. You know what I'm trying to say? Frivolously anymore. It could be that. In your health and wellness, you're going to have a partner that comes in that helps you. Okay, and this could be a romantic partner. Yes, a lot of times the Two of Cups is a romantic partner. If you're single, this could be a romantic partner. But it doesn't have to be. It could be like a personal trainer, for example, because we're talking about health and wellness here. So it could be a personal trainer, for example. It could be, somebody from some class that you go to that helps encourage you to stay on schedule with all these classes. It could be, just a really good friend that comes in and helps you. But anyway, you're going to have a partner that's going to take on your health and wellness journey seriously, and will encourage you to stay on track. In your subconscious, you're going to have feelings of doubt about yourself, like you haven't done enough work. Oh, let me rewind for a second. This partner is influenced by some kind of project that you get involved with, or some kind of team that you're involved with. You're going to meet this. So whatever actually this is going to introduce you. It's going to be associated with this, and it's going to introduce you to this person. So it is really important that you do this in the next couple weeks, I would say. If you want all this to unfold. Okay, so in your unconscious, you're going to doubt yourself that you haven't really done enough work and that you haven't come far enough in your healing journey, stuff like that. Okay, and it's going to cause this kind of like standstill in you, where you're just like you're going to have a lot of positive things come up in the future, like in the near future. And you're going to question and doubt yourself as these things are coming up, because you got to handle stuff in your subconscious about not feeling like you're enough. It's that level stuff. So where's the growth potential? Okay. So, and this is, so this is in the next month or so we're talking here. Okay. So this is even more fast forwarded, even more months, because we're talking about like this transit actually happens over an entire year. So in your fun and joy and happiness sector, you're going to encounter kind of like stagnation. or it's like boredom. You've redefined how you come up with fun, and you're going to be tempted to go back to the old way, probably drinking. That one. So you're going to be tempted, probably. You're going to be like, this isn't fun. I want to go out to the bars. I want to go meet a bunch of people, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's going to be a temptation there. Just a warning. So, however, in your health and wellness, you're going to actually be on a really good path. So you're going to have new opportunities, a lot of acceleration here. You're probably going to like experience a lot of weight loss, for example, or whatever it is that you've changed in your daily habits. They're going to really start to show, you're going to start seeing results. Okay. In your unconscious, you're going to get some kind of an offer. This could be like an opportunity for a passionate project that you've always wanted to do. It could also be a love offer as well. And it's gonna hit you because you're gonna be in this energy about this offer. So you're gonna be like, I can't do it. I'm not enough. And it's gonna cause you some indecision in this offer. Okay. So what's gonna help you? Okay, because this is a growth opportunity. So what's going to help you with that? So in your fun and happiness, you while you may feel stagnation, you're going to be feeling very zen. So you're going to have a lot of peace and tranquility. So where you might be missing out, I guess, on the excitement factor, particularly if that change is not drinking, I could see that happening. You're going to be very peaceful though. And this is going to help you stay in that energy. Another thing that's going to help you stay in that energy and keep this change, okay, is in the health and wellness. You're going to be doing fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, by this time next year, your health and wellness is going to be like off the charts. Okay, it's going to accelerate. It's going to do really, really well. I mean, you may be like teaching aerobics by then. You know, it's going to be awesome. You're also going to have a love offer. So this offer here becomes a relationship here. This is a person that's going to help you. Okay, this isn't a person that's going to tempt you off of your path. They're going to help you stay in this peacefulness and keep you happy and keep you on your goals. So what is your message to yourself? All right. So your message to yourself here is that, let me see what your new vision for joy is coming, and it'll involve a new soul tribe. So a new soul tribe and a new love partner. And that's going to be what it is that you need to keep your eye on. This is your eye on the prize here. Keep your eye, even when you're feeling this stagnation here, when you run into trouble here, just keep in mind that ultimately you're going to have a soul tribe of people around you that support you and do the same kind of things that you do for fun, this new definition of fun, and that a partner is also involved with that. As far as your health and wellness goes, you have to remember that it's worth it to cut out the things that aren't serving you, that are keeping you in a lower vibration. Anything that's an addiction, you need to cut that out, okay? As far as your subconscious goes, you need to realize that you deserve this. Okay, there's something good coming to you, and you do deserve it. You are enough. All right, that is all for this new astrological year for you, Libra rising. Happy times.